Hey everybody, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. What I was seeing in the pre-shuffle was Eight of Swords and the Chariot. And what's coming to mind immediately when I'm seeing that is you can find yourself in a situation where you're going to have to use your voice, you're going to have to communicate, but it may be something where you're like having trouble doing that for some reason. And so it's about being strategic and finding how to move through that, and then like say what needs to be said, communicate what needs to be communicated, and sort of like move forward with things, because I'm seeing like that's really what's going to allow you to move through whatever you're facing that's feeling challenging currently. We're starting off with the Three of Swords. I feel like at this point you're seeing something clearly. You could have needed to face or address something that was difficult, but it was like for the sake of your happiness too. Like starting with the Three of Swords, it can be like that hurt, or that was painful, or that was uncomfortable, or I feel like I'm suffering going through it, that type of thing. But it's like for the sake of the Ten of Cups. So it's like, I'll move through this, and the reason why I'm motivated to move through it is because the Ten of Cups is on the other side, and I want to feel that. And that can feel very opposite to the Three of Swords, where it does feel like suffering and it's not something that we necessarily enjoy, to then moving over to something where we feel connected and we do feel that sense of joy and walking that way. And you know too that addressing this is the beginning of feeling connected. Like if we just have that pain there within the heart space and we're not clearing it out, meaning we're not recognizing it, we're not doing anything about it, we're just letting it sit there, that's why we feel disconnected from our feelings, because we're not giving them a voice. Disconnected from our feelings, disconnected from others, disconnected from the world. It looks like something's really turning around for you. We start with Three of Swords, we then have Ten of Cups, and then we have Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is like connecting and feeling happy and feeling understood. Like, see how this is sort of an isolated card where you just see the heart being isolated and you see like what's happening to it, like what's impacting it. So it feels like something needed to come up and be like recognized within this, but isolated. And you knew that this was a step that needed to be taken in order for you to feel like you're reconnecting to what you want to reconnect with emotionally. Then having the Three of Cups over here, it feels like this is no longer a solo experience. This is like a shared experience now. But before, when you were addressing it, it could have felt like something that was going on where you were alone within that. It doesn't so much seem like that anymore. Like you could have really been struggling going through something and felt like isolated and felt alone, and now I'm seeing something be shifting for you. I'm seeing there be like unity and there being connection as well, but you didn't start off feeling like that. You started off feeling like you were in a place that maybe felt extremely desolate to you. But as I said before, I'm seeing something really turning around here and you feeling happy about it, and I'm seeing you also feel connected, but it was in a way that you weren't feeling connected before. I'm getting this again, something about a shared experience. We have Three of Swords, we have Three of Cups, we have Three of Pentacles here. Lots of threes. Yeah, there's something, you're working together through something. So yeah, you could have experienced something, you needed to isolate what it was, but it would have been difficult to do that because Three of Swords is a challenge, because it means like I need to face this, I need to address this, I need to recognize this, I need to admit to this, I need to accept this. And that can be difficult to look at because it's like staring your pain right in the face. But I'm seeing things be good because it feels like in your choice to address this, you're not alone in doing so. I'm seeing there be connection that you find as you're moving through this, and that feeling very valuable. And so you don't feel like you're working alone. I'm seeing there's working together here, and there's communication as well, and there's also feeling seen too. So this is feeling really good. But in the beginning, it wasn't necessarily feeling like that. You may still have some like fears creeping up for you, but I get this again that you're not alone. You could have felt worried about being vulnerable, like within a collaboration or a situation where you're willing to work through things. All right, we have Justice here, which means that whatever it was that needed to be addressed, that needed to be straightened out, that's happening. And now it seems like we can move forward with things. That means too that there's like responsibility, there's accountability of some sort. So whatever this was that happened, it's being addressed, and it's being like, there's justice for it, it's being made up for. And it feels like that's something that you feel really happy about too, where it's like, okay, like now we can move forward with things. This feels actually like a really joyous time, but it starts within a situation that could have seemed like darker for you to experience, but now I'm seeing there be sort of that, whatever it was that you felt like you needed in order for this situation to be made right, that's what's showing up here to have justice. So it's like this didn't go unaddressed. This is being addressed